Hello everybody and welcome to Forza Horizon 3. I'm back with another Rallycross episode, and today I am going to be running the 2017 Ford Raptor. Ford Raptor? I can't remember if it's Ford or if it's a Shelby. Yes, it's a Ford Raptor. It doesn't really matter if it's Ford or Shelby, it's basically the same truck. I'm not really sure what to expect out of this truck. It starts off just under mid B class. I don't think we'll have to do any engine conversions. I'm going to leave the drivetrain. It's going to stay as all-wheel drive. I'm going to put... Wait, is that... Okay, so that's... Neither of these are adjustable. Okay. I'm not going to be adding that then. And that's also non-adjustable. That just adds weight, which, I mean, we don't really want to be doing, albeit apparently a tire, a massive cage, and then some other thing there only weighs 2 pounds. Don't know how that works. But we don't want to be adding any more weight to this truck than we need to. It's 5,500 pounds. That's quite a lot of weight. We are going to stick the off-road compound tires on it. That almost shot the PI up by 100. We will get some really nice big tires, 345s on the front and 345s on the rear. So we should have tremendous amounts of grip, hopefully. But my big concern is the amount of weight we have, and we don't have that much PI to mess around with. I definitely want to get this weight reduction on. I'm glad I can get on. That saves us 1,200 pounds. We're still over 4,000 pounds. I'm just glad that we do still have quite a bit of PI to mess around with. I'm not going to be putting a roll cage in this just for the fact that it's going to add too much weight. I don't think this truck is going to need a roll cage. It would improve our handling a bit, but I don't think we're going to need it. So yeah, I'm going to stick without it, just to save the weight and so on and so forth. I love how adding on all of this stuff basically, like these parts here basically add like no PI. We will put the brakes on. We are going to need good brakes to get all this weight stopped. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be focusing on trying to get as much weight out of this as possible. Okay, so we don't have any aspiration swaps. I think it starts off... Oh, it's turboed. I thought it would have had supercharger in it. Okay, so we can't go for the full stage of turbos. We could go with that. I'm not sure if we're going to upgrade the turbos because I want to try and get all of these weight-saving parts on. I think this one saves weight. No. Is it air filter? Yes. That I don't believe save weight. No, that just adds a lot of horsepower. Do you save me anyway? Yes, you do. I don't think, it doesn't look like it at least, that doesn't save me anyway. Why did I do that? It doesn't look like we're going to get this underneath the 4,000 pound mark, which really isn't surprising. I mean, the amount of power we have in this truck, yeah. It's just way too heavy. The only way we might get it down lower is if we swapped out the engine. I'm not actually sure. I'm sorry also if you can hear people screaming in the background. That's the joys of living in residence. Actually, that engine is heavier. So yeah, I was going to say the only way we might be able to save more weight is if the engine swaps were lighter. It's not. It's actually over 200 pounds heavier. So we'll be sticking with the standard engine, definitely. If that would have saved me like 1,000 pounds, then yeah, I would have done it. Okay, so now we just need to find a few PI to try and get us actually up to the top of S or A class. Yes, S class. My brain is not working today. Turbos definitely won't fit on. What about ignition? Ignition will get us up to the top. I'm not going to put flywheel on yet, because I'm going to see if I can put a drive line on, and I can to save 5.2 pounds. Can't get any clutch on. What about a gearbox? Nope. Okay, now we'll go and just finally check out the flywheel. No, not. Maybe sometimes these do add power without PI. Nope. Yep, no, we can't get a flywheel on, unfortunately. So we're at almost 600 horsepower, 4,000 pounds. I would hazard a guess that this is probably going to go around the Ford Rally Raid that we ran. Just looking at the specs, they were both relatively heavy but still decently powered vehicles. I'd be surprised if it got up around the Jeep Renegade at a 105.8. I definitely don't think that this truck is going to challenge the Datsun. The Datsun did a 104, was the first car to actually get into the 104s, and it was extremely close to getting down to the 103s. But yeah, I don't think that we'll see the Ford going into the 104s at all. But we'll have to take it to our scramble circuit to find out. Ridiculous when accelerating. And we haven't seen too many cars getting thrown about by this jump here. We have seen the odd one have issues, but not an extreme amount. We actually do get bounced up a little bit on the bumps there, but nothing too major. Nothing that's going to cost us any real amount of time. But yeah, I don't think this will challenge the Datsun at all. I definitely don't think that's going to have the acceleration. The Datsun had an extreme amount of acceleration. It was very on edge through some of these corners, though, whether you had control of the Datsun or if it was just doing its own thing. But yeah, we definitely have the handling. We're not having any problems at all through these corners. Yeah, so we have the handling, we're just lacking that little bit of acceleration, and we do have a bit of understeer. Because of four-wheel drive, we do have the understeer through, like that hairpin. Try to get on the power too soon, you will get understeer through this section here that's kind of like 3 corners in one almost. It's quite an interesting corner, that one. Into the water for the second time. Yeah, it's a fairly decent truck. I mean, all Raptors have been... I just missed that checkpoint, didn't I? Well, yeah, that's that run gone. That was my own stupid mistake. Oh well. Yeah, I just turned in at the wrong point and kind of cut the corner a little bit. That was totally my fault. Yeah, this truck, it's a fairly decent truck. I mean, I've driven probably all of the Raptors that have been in Forza games. They're actually a fairly decent truck, especially if you're doing any off-roading. Quite impressive. I don't know, I just kind of like the look of the Raptor, and I almost always build one up whenever I get a new Forza game at some point. They're not the fastest of off-roading vehicles. I mean, you can definitely get off-road, like cars and stuff. Saloon cars, that type of thing that will go a lot quicker. But yeah, if you just want to have good fun driving across like sand dunes or something or whatever through a rally stage without getting thrown about all too much, the Raptor is an amazing truck to do that in, because it can deal with the bumps extremely well. It doesn't get bounced about, it just kind of goes over them, then that's that. We're on for a relatively quick run at 105.4. We'll put it just underneath the Jeep Renegade. So yeah, my prediction was kind of wrong. I expected to go around the Ford Ranger, but apparently not. It is challenging the Jeep Renegade now. We do have one more lap after this one here to try and find some more time. I mean, this lap we could find more time to go faster than the Renegade. The Renegade... Actually, wait. I'm being a complete and utter idiot, and I just looked over at my other screen and hit a wall. So this lap is basically garbage. It has gone... No, wait. Yes, it has gone faster than the Renegade. The Renegade did a 105.8. We did a 105.4, and the Ford Falcon that went out a couple episodes ago did a 105.6, so we've actually beaten that as well. So yeah, the Ford's actually doing a lot better than I anticipated. We do have this final lap now. I'm trying to not make any mistakes in this lap. I'm not going to look over at my other screen and kind of screw myself over. But yeah, it's... Obviously, it's still a little bit down. We're going to have to find, like, over a second to beat the Datsun, which I don't think we can do. I mean, it might be possible, but I just don't think we're going to be able to find that much time. But yeah, the Ford is sitting in second place right now. That's actually a lot higher than I anticipated this truck going. I just didn't think it would have the acceleration. I'm not sure it's actually making up its time because it doesn't have particularly amazing corner grip. Nothing more than we've seen before, and it doesn't have monstrous acceleration. I'm wondering if it's just... Oh, we got tossed around there on that landing. I'm just wondering if it was the way that we can land jumps and still maintain momentum through them and through that water splash. Maybe that's where it's making up some time, but I think we kind of threw this lap away a little bit. Well, I shouldn't say throw it away. Yeah, we're not going quicker, unfortunately, but yeah, we got kind of knocked about on the landing there into the water, and that kind of cost us the time that we needed. But yeah, that is that, and that's the Ford. It's a pretty good truck, a lot better than I was anticipating it to be. I didn't think they would go as fast as it did. I figured around 106. I mean, I guess that is only about a second quicker when you think about it, because the Rally Ray did a 106.7, we did a 105.4, so that's 1.3 seconds quicker. So it's not a huge leap to say that I was totally off or anything. I mean, yeah, the Ford did a pretty dang good job. Unfortunately, it couldn't dethrone the Datsun. I never really expected to be able to get anywhere near the Datsun. Like I said, we'd have to find a second and a half to go quicker than the Datsun, and that just wasn't going to happen. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and until next time, goodbye.